welcome to another week of Teen Book Chat with Jessica. I'm Jessica and Daisy's with me today. So before we get started with our book talk like normal, I do want to remind everybody that we are in our second week of summer reading. So if you have any like summer reading tickets to turn in for your reading, you can come to the library and turn them into the brown box that I have at curbside. And if you haven't signed up yet, you can still sign up. And you can do that by either calling 336-474-2690, or whenever you come to pick up your packet, then you can also sign up then. And then I also want to remind you that next week we are doing our book club, and our book club is next Tuesday the 30th, and that is at 4 o'clock, and it's going to be on Google Meet. So all you have to do is get your parents' permission and help to create either a Gmail account or a Google Plus account. It's really easy and it's free. And then if you just want to sign up for that, all we need is your name and your email address so that I can send you the code. And then this week we are doing our upcycled coat of arms. So if you want to participate in that, then the instructions are in your packet that you got at the beginning of the summer, and you can just grab anything that you have sitting around the house. So trash bottle caps, paper towel rolls, anything. You can also color it with markers, but it's just make it from something that you have laying around the house. And then whenever you are done, all you have to do is upload it onto the post that we have on our Facebook, where it says Teen Summer Reading Week 2. So now we're going to get into our book talk, and this is the last week of retellings. And this week I chose a little something different because I had done some fantasy and like fairy tale retellings, a historical retelling, and so I wanted to do one that was based on Shakespeare. So this book right here is If I'm Being Honest, and the authors are Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca, and they are a couple and they write together. And this is a retelling of the William Shakespeare play, The Taming of the Shrew. So this follows our main character, and her name is Cameron Bright, and she's not a very nice person. She is very honest to a fault, and she just feels like she has to be honest with everybody, and that makes her come off as very mean. So she is in love with her boyfriend, or in love with her best friend, and his name is Andrew. And one night he sees her being very, very mean to a classmate named Paige. And he ends up telling her, you know, you're not a nice person. I don't want to be with you. I'm sorry. So the next day in English, they are reading The Taming of the Shrew, which is a play by William Shakespeare. And basically in that play, the main character, who there's a female and a male, and she is kind of like Cameron, very rude, very honest, and the guy kind of wants to make her into a tamer person. So she is reading this, and she's like, I need to make amends with the people that I've hurt to prove to Andrew that I'm a different person. So she starts off with Paige, who is the girl that she was mean to, and she ends up basically refusing her apology, and she's like, you don't mean it, I know what you're trying to do, but if you want to make it up to me, make it right with my brother, because she was very mean to her brother also, and gave him a very terrible nickname in middle school. So on top of trying to be nice to Paige, she's also trying to fix things with her brother. And along the way, she becomes friends with Paige's group. She becomes friends with Brendan, who is Paige's brother. And then they actually end up falling in love with each other. And she learns along the way that she really is a nice person, even if she is honest. And that she doesn't need to change herself for anybody. Maybe she needs to work on some stuff, but other than that, just don't change who you are for anybody. Is what she got at the end. And this is just a very great retelling. I would suggest it to anybody who loves Shakespeare or any kind of like contemporary romance. So definitely pick this up if this is something that you would be interested in. It is fantastic. And then if that play wasn't your thing, but you still like Shakespeare, they also have another book called Always Never Yours. I'm currently reading it now, but it is about Romeo and Juliet. So basically, our main character, Megan, is the girl that boys date before they find the person that they actually want to be with. So it's really cute so far. It's fantastic. So if any of these pique your interest, then I would definitely check them out. They're just a different kind of retelling. And so for next week, after our retelling book club, we are going to start going over books about heroes and villains. And this is such a large group and genre. So you could read graphic novels, you could read comic books like Batman, Spider-Man, Superman. Any of those would count. And also, whenever you read a book, you may think that somebody's a hero or a villain. So it doesn't have to be a superhero. It could be anything that you think of as heroic. So it's a very, very wide group of books that you can read, and I hope that you join me for that book club as well. That is in July. So like I said, if you want to participate in the book club for next week, just call us at 336-474-2690, and then just give us your name and your email address so that I can invite you about an hour before, and you'll have the link to click on so that you can join us in our book club. So I can't wait to see y'all next week, and remember to turn in those reading tickets and your pictures of your coat of arms, and I will see you next week. Bye!